The room buzzed with laughter as the guests admired each other's gifts. It was my daughter Emma's 18th birthday, and I had spent weeks preparing something special. While most parents handed over the latest gadgets or envelopes stuffed with cash, I decided to give her something more personal, a handmade scrapbook filled with letters, memories, photos, and small keepsakes from her childhood. I'd poured my heart into it, staying up late after work, writing and rewriting, making sure each page captured the love and pride I felt for her. When the moment came, I handed her the scrapbook in front of everyone. Her friends, some extended family, and even her boyfriend were all watching. She opened it with a bright smile, but within seconds, that smile twisted into something cruel. She flipped through the pages quickly, rolled her eyes, and said loudly, "Oh my God, what is this? A craft project. This is so embarrassing." Laughter rippled through the crowd, and a few of her friends snickered. I stood there frozen, forcing a smile as my heart cracked just a little. She set the scrapbook aside like it was trash. I noticed her boyfriend giving her an approving nod, like she'd passed some kind of test. The rest of the party passed in a blur. I didn't say anything. I didn't make a scene. I cleaned up after the guests left, quietly placing the untouched scrapbook back into its box and walking up to my room without another word. But inside me, something shifted. Emma didn't know that I had been saving for years to help her through college. Every month, I tucked away a little bit from my paycheck, cutting corners and sacrificing vacations, just to make sure she would have a strong start. The plan was to surprise her after the party with the news that her tuition was already taken care of. But after what happened, I made a different decision. The next morning, I went to the bank and moved the entire college fund into a different account under my name. I didn't say a word to Emma about it. I made her breakfast, smiled, and wished her a happy belated birthday. She didn't even notice the scrapbook missing from the table. Over the next few weeks, I watched as she assumed the money was still coming. She applied to expensive schools, talked about dorm shopping, and told her friends she didn't need to worry about student loans. It wasn't until she got her first tuition invoice that the panic started. She came into the kitchen, paper in hand, looking confused. "Mom, they said I still owe everything. Didn't you already pay it?" I looked her in the eyes and said calmly, "No, I changed my mind." She looked stunned, like I had slapped her. "What do you mean? You promised." I shrugged slightly. "And you mocked me in front of everyone for giving you something I made with love. I realized maybe you value money more than people, so you'll have to learn how to earn it yourself." She stormed out, crying and furious. But I didn't chase her. I didn't yell. I didn't feel guilty. Actions have consequences. And I knew she needed to understand that love isn't always packaged in glitter and gold. Sometimes it comes in the form of paper, glue, and a parent's quiet devotion. In time, maybe she'll see the scrapbook again and understand. But until then, she'll have to learn the value of both money and respect, on her own terms.